Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Christopher Bishop with another episode of the Bishop Show, pro wrestling news around the world here in episode 10. Nothing really spectacular happened this week so far as of right now. Basically, last night the ratings for Raw were up, just a hair from last week, so that's a good sign. Last night overall was a decent show. Seth Rollins had a really good match with a new up and comer, and much respect. I can't pronounce his name, so good luck with that. But today, WWE 2K20 came out, and not really too impressed with it. If you like the Madden series, what they're going with the whole storyline with the career mode with that, then you'll love 2K WWE 20. But in the night, a lot of people were got the impression that they were going to get that once they pre-ordered it today. Well, actually, they won't receive Bump in the Night of WWE Originals DLC for pre-order until I believe October the 28th. And trust me, I was one of those that were disappointed in that as well. Because, it's not a really big thing I was interested in playing. But nonetheless, if I'm paying for something earlier than supposed to even really need to, like to get, what I'm paying for. Um, the graphics are just hideous. Nothing nowhere near like last year. Last year were awesome graphics with the $1 million challenge with AJ Styles, but this year just downright terrible. The wrestlers, a lot of them do look like each other. They used to, excuse me, scan the actual real wrestler, but for some reason, they might not have done that this year because Hulk Hogan doesn't look like himself. Stone Cold Steve Austin looks nothing like him. And the list goes on and on. But overall, it's a decent game. I do get the 2K series every single year, but just wasn't too, hyped about this one with two people on the cover, sharing the cover. I don't think that's a thing. The women, for one, are taking over everything. It used to be a male dominated sport in professional wrestling, folks, but the women are taking over wrestling, which is fine. They main event WrestleMania. That's fine. They have their own pay per view evolution. I don't think they'll have another one, but they should. They should get the recognition that they deserve. But hey, the video games, come on. It was ours. That was our thing. It was, part of our man cave or whatever you want to call it. But they're taking over the freaking games now, for God's sakes. Becky Lynch. Hey, honestly, I hope Ric Flair wins the lawsuit, to get the trademark for the man, because you shouldn't be calling yourself the man. You're a woman. Even The Rock said it, the best on the premiere of Fox. What'd he say? Becky Lynch called herself the man, but you don't see her walking around with a pair of testicles. Think about it, guys. She should be called the woman, not the man. Change that. It's not a good gimmick. And for to be the top athlete and the top star, her and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, I think is the top star. Him and Kevin Owens are the top stars in WWE, in my opinion, and only my opinion. Roman Reigns is kind of, since he came back from the leukemia scare, God bless that he's healthy and okay. But since he came back, yeah, he's kind of, I don't think he deserves to be on the cover. If anybody, I think Kevin Owens does. He had a marvelous year, great, awesome storyline with the writing with him and Shane McMahon, uh, and the payoff was awesome. At the end, the storyline went on for a whole freaking year. They're building him up like a Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I love that. He last night he interfered, to help out the Street Profits. I didn't see that coming. John Morrison, ladies and gentlemen, stop asking. I don't know when he's going to show up or where, because I do know that he is with WWE, multi-year contract. Just don't know when. But that's pretty much everything I got to really report so far this week. But I'll give you another update on this coming Saturday for episode 11 for AEW Dynamite, and this Friday on Fox with excuse me, SmackDown. But remember, October 31st, Halloween night, Crown Jewel. It's a don't miss. Definitely don't miss. The match that's going to steal the show, I think, is not going to be Lesnar and Cain Velasquez. It's going to be The Fiend and Seth Rollins. But until then, I'll see you Saturday. You know the whole routine if you've been watching the show and keeping up. Same bad time, same bad channel. We'll see you next week. Thank you, and have a blessed evening.